Whether you like it or not, GTA Online is most definitely here to stay. It's made Rockstar arguably the most amount of money out of probably any project they've ever done. It's definitely a reason why GTA 5 still sells so well, because most people are checking out the online mode. It made them so much money that they don't even need to worry about making single-player DLC anymore when those plans got thrown off. And part of why they've been taking their time with games now is probably because they have the luxury of being able to do so, because GTA Online is basically just a money printing factory for them. There was a time a few years ago and I just wasn't playing it and I didn't really care much for it. But as of this past year, I actually have been getting on again a bit more frequently with friends. I think me and my buddies got so bored of other stuff by now that we basically just said, "Ah, to hell with it, let's go back to GTA." And in a closed session with friends, sometimes it is honest to God funny as hell. We're not even buying shark cards or playing in public sessions with random people. We're just doing missions, sometimes through trial and error.
Stay together or go a different way if you want, but this'll be the safest route.
And having a good time with each other. So understandably, we're gonna buy GTA 6 and play the multiplayer in that together as well. And that brings up a new question. How exactly are they gonna manage the transition from this version of online to the GTA 6 online mode? Aaron Truman of Rockstar Intel did a good article about an analysis that was done by a group called Ampere Analysis. Aside from the fact that the game is most likely gonna break records with the initial sale of the base game, there's also the fact that people will now be expecting a huge online mode, and a challenge for Rockstar is going to be how they can successfully transition the player base from the current version of online to the new one. Over at Ampere, they did bring up the fact that while the game is going to launch on the PS5 and Xbox only, the biggest player base for GTA Online is on the PS4. The other platforms it's available on don't even come close, even with it sometimes being the most downloaded game on PS5 or Xbox Series X. Personally, I think that's going to wind up being solved by the sheer amount of console sales this game will likely drive. GTA 3 sold a lot of PS2s back in 2001 because it was seen as some crazy good game that people just had to check out. I think GTA 6 is going to end up doing that for the PS5. It's a game that'll sell consoles. Hopefully it'll help everyone move on from the PS4, and maybe more developers will drop PS4 support. I mean, we've been almost 5 years into this console generation, but it feels like we haven't really taken full advantage of it yet. Ampere thinks that Rockstar might opt to run both versions of online concurrently. So you'll have the old one in Los Santos that runs in the GTA 5 engine still going on, but with less and less updates over time until it's retired maybe 2 years later. And then the new one that runs in the GTA 6 engine is going to be the priority one that gets all the cooler updates. But aside from there being the logistical issues of there needing to be as big of a player base on the PS5 as there is on the PS4, another question that I have is, what exactly are they going to do for returning players? I mean, being that the online mode has been a thing for almost 11 years, many of us have been playing it for a very long time, and in that time, many people have ranked up so much that rank doesn't even matter anymore. A lot of players own multiple businesses, and some of us have managed to make a ton of money in the process. The money I have in the game isn't even from shark cards. I never bought one before. It's literally just been a decade of dicking around with my friends, and it's left me with a bit of a disposable income in the game now. But it's still peanuts compared to what a lot of people have. And a lot of people bought those cards just to be able to buy tons of vehicles and properties. So what are they going to do now by the time that GTA 6 comes out and the multiplayer mode follows? Now, I could be wrong about this, but in my opinion, I don't think they're going to let you just keep your character and your stats and all the money that you made. I think they're going to want everyone to start in an almost even playing field. I mean, imagine if they let you start the game with $100 million from the last one. So instead, what I think they might do is offer some kind of bonus for returning players. I could see them saying, okay, connect your account and you'll get a unique vehicle, outfit, and maybe $500,000 as a thank you for playing the original game for so long. But that'll be it. It's going to be such a radically different game and running on a brand new engine on top of that, that shifting over too much from the previous one would be anywhere from silly to completely impossible. There's just no way that they're going to let you keep all of your cars or player stats. But I will say this, the next version of GTA Online is undoubtedly being built to last. Rockstar never expected the game to be as popular as it turned out to be, and in some ways it almost feels like a miracle that it even still functions correctly most of the time. But with how long it's been running for and how popular it's become, I'd say they're definitely going to go into the next game with a plan to stretch the online mode for as long as possible to just keep people playing for the next 10 years. For GTA 6, the online mode is most likely going to have much better optimization. It'll be built with basically it being an MMO in mind, and hopefully with better infrastructure supporting it, especially in regards to network security. It should not be as easy as it is for people to just lift your IP through the game, but it utilizing P2P connections in the current year does not help. It's rumored but unconfirmed that dedicated servers were pitched but rejected due to it being too cost prohibitive, but we don't know that for sure. Personally, I hope that's not real and that we get dedicated servers this time. I say that as somebody who's already a fan and just wants to see this game not be riddled with potential network issues or, God forbid, critical security issues. Now here's one more thing to remember. Rockstar did acquire the CFX team. They're the group behind the very popular 5M. And it seems that Rockstar were obviously well aware of how popular that mode was for PC, compared to even the standard GTA Online. Kinda makes me wonder if the next version of Online is going to be a little bit closer to 5M, or if they might incorporate some form of role-playing into the game. At its core, I think the main version of Online will still be very similar to how it is now. You'll have gradual updates over time, different businesses to run, hopefully a lot of fun things to do with friends. And it would be nice if some stuff was less grindy and not so overpriced. Should a pipe wrench really cost $6,793? I don't think so. But this game has worse inflation than real life does, so we have to expect that things are going to be pretty expensive. Oh, and I would also expect GTA Plus to have some kind of benefit as well. Because once again, like with Shark Cards, so many people are subscribed to it and gave them their money for it that it's considered a success. They're not going to do away with that if it's making them a lot of money. Now, hopefully they won't lock too many things behind it, though. I really don't feel like paying for yet another subscription service, and I'd imagine most people are going to be that way, especially when it comes to video games. Now, what do you think about the future of GTA Online? Do you think Rockstar will allow you to continue your character in a new map and just transfer your cash and rank only? Or is everyone going to start from scratch again and you'll be playing as a new person? Are they going to continue to operate the current version of Online at least a year or so into GTA 6 being out? And what are your hopes for the mode overall? Do you also wish for dedicated servers? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Not yet breaking your cover, I see. This is kind of commitment we need.
They should have given us like rock climbing gear in this game. Honestly, if we can't even make it up, good luck getting the AI up. This is like that game in Takeshi where they're trying to climb up that wall. He's just watching us like, oh, these guys are never gonna make it.
Security channel is lighting up.
Thank you.